Alright, Jesse Davis here. You're in for a treat today. I just wanted to give you a little bit of an example of some of the things that real estate has provided me the ability to do. And I think you're going to be a little bit amazed at this video. I'm sure you're probably not expecting, unless I put some kind of crazy title on it, something like wholesaler, raising bees or something. But one of my hobbies, so to speak, something that I got and started with my grandfather, and was not able to really do a lot when I was working in the chicken business, which I worked for a long time and worked major hours. I mean 60 plus hours a week all the time, and I was on call all the time. Anyways, real estate and wholesaling in particular has given me the ability to pursue some other hobbies that I have, and one of them that I wanted to show you is working with bees. And that's right, I do raise bees. These are honeybees. In fact, these are my hives right here that I have, and it's right now fixing to be September, and we're fixing to actually be able to take some honey off the hive. And so it's two pretty large hives right here. I try to make them large so that I get a lot of bees working. But one of the reasons that I'm giving you this audio, doing this kind of basically showing you this, you may ask, why in the world are you showing bees? You know, we want to know about what you're doing with real estate. Well, the reason that I'm showing you is I want to show you basically that if you've got a hobby that you're interested in pursuing, and you're trying to think whether or not real estate is something that you ought to spend any time with, let me tell you something. If you'll do what other people won't do for a little while, you'll be able to do what you want to do when nobody else will be able to do it. That's a quote that Zig Ziglar said one time I really liked. It's like, if you do what other people won't do, it won't be long and you'll be able to do what other people can't do. And so it's something like that. I don't remember the dadgum quote, but regardless, what it means is, if you're willing to do some things, take some risk, learn a different trade, you might be able to take and pursue different hobbies that you never thought you'd be able to pursue. And it's because I was willing to quit my job, step out in faith and in hoping that I can figure stuff out. And God's just blessed my life. I was able to step out and try different things, and it's worked out great. And now I'm able to pursue, I'm able to get with my grandfather, work the bees, something that I really truly love to do, that I've always wanted to do. I moved around a lot in the chicken business and wasn't able to. But the reason that I'm telling you this and showing you this is just simple. Hey, mine is bees. I got another one too. I'm going to tell you, you probably won't believe that, but I love the ballroom dance. Yeah, I'm a big old joker, but and a bald-headed joker. But I'm one of them tough guys, but I sure enough love the ballroom dance, and I love to raise bees. So those are my two little hobbies that I do, along with hunting and fishing and playing golf and all that other stuff that, you know, all the other men do. But I got a couple those are my two weird hobbies that you probably didn't know about. But real estate has allowed me to be able to take and do things that I normally wouldn't be able to do. And raising bees, trying out ballroom dancing, figuring out that I love it, and enjoying ballroom dancing. That's things that I was able to do that I never was able to do before when I was not in the chicken business, when I was not in the real estate business. I was in the chicken business, and that's another story altogether. But anyways, what I want to tell you is, look, if you got any questions about pursuing wholesaling or something in real estate, do it. Don't wait. Don't wait, because you can and you will be able to take and possibly change your life. And those are my beehives there. And I've got another place where I've got more beehives. I've just got just a little bit of, just a few hives there. But I'm going to show you. I'm going to pause this video and then I'm going to show you a little bit later. Okay, I am in my little garage thing. You can see where all our bee equipment is right here, where we keep it out in the shed here. And I wanted to show you, this is what I want to show you. I've got a couple hives already ready for some wild bees, but this is a hive sitting right here in my shed. And what we did with that was we put this hive out here. It was empty, and one day we come up and bees had found it and decided they wanted to move in. So this is a wild group of bees from I don't know where, and they decided they wanted to take and join our family, so they basically just made a home right there. So anyways, also what I wanted to tell you, this is a wild hive that God gave us, and then I want to show you also right over here. I'm going to show you where I was called by a realtor that I work with a lot. I buy a lot of houses with, and this is a part I want you to get to. Is another little tip. If you work with build relationships, this is what relationships is all about. Called me this morning and said that they had a foreclosure in a real fancy neighborhood, and they had a lot of bee equipment there, and she knew I did bees, so she called me up, and I'm going to show you what I got when I went there. Basically what I got here is a bee extractor, if you don't know what that is, and a lot of different hive materials, and a smoker, a case full of frame stuff. Anyways, I'm going to kind of back up and see. This whole little section right here that I'm showing you is what I picked up out of a house, just because I had a relationship with a realtor that knew that I did bees. And so basically it's kind of pretty cool. I was joking with my grandfather, who's right there. That's my pastor, Cliff Davis. He's over there. He's my grandfather. Anyways, God gave us these bees, told me to work them, and since I had to work them, He's giving me the equipment to work them, all for free. So it's pretty cool. So anyways, that's all I got for today. Well, I'm driving now. I don't know how this is going to come through, but my point that I wanted to make while I was over there and showing you those beehives and what we were doing is not only there's a couple tips that I want you to get out of this video. Number one is real estate. Anything that you can learn in real estate and add to your abilities, the skill of wholesaling or whatever it is that you want to try to learn, don't hesitate to do it. Do everything you can to do it, because it's worth it. Because what it can do is change your life and allow you to be able to do things that you never thought you'd be able to do. That's the number one point, is do whatever it takes to learn real estate.